Today we are going to be doing fried zucchini, and I'm also going to do some mushrooms. You can use this with any vegetable that you want, but this is the two we're going to do today. And I'm going to make it two different ways. So at first, here's our zucchini. It's not overly large, and if you do get a large one, you're going to have to see if there's very big seeds in the center. If there is, you're going to cut that in half and scoop out some of those seeds. But ours is a very nice size, and so we're just going to cut our zucchini into slices. Not too thick, about a 1/4 inch thick. And then we'll go to the next step. Okay, so now that we have our zucchini cut up, we're going to make two stations. One is going to be our wet station, which all we're going to do is have a couple of eggs. And if you run out of egg, you can just always add more, depending on how much you're going to fry. And we're just going to whisk them a little bit. And so this will be our wet station. And now for our dry station, I just have about a cup, I guess, of flour right now. And we're going to season it. We are going to season it with some salt, some pepper, and I season generously with the pepper. I really like the peppery taste. And then some garlic powder. And we're going to use these to alternately do with the zucchini. Okay, so now we've got our wet and our dry. So we're going to take a piece of zucchini and we're going to dip it in our wet. And then our dry. Now you can do another coating of it if you want. You can do a double coating and it would be a little more crispier. But I'm just right now doing a single one. This is your very basic covering for your zucchini. And then we're going to go to the stove. Okay, so on my frying pan I have about a 1/2 inch of oil that I've been warming up, and I put a splash of water in there, just like a small drop, and once that drop pops, then you know that your pan is hot enough. Now mine hasn't popped yet, but it should be getting pretty close. So now we're going to put in our zucchini. And since we're not deep frying, we're just going to cook it on one side until it is nice and golden brown. And then we'll flip it over and cook the other side. Okay, so the other version of our dry that we are going to do this time is, this is 3/4 of a cup of cornstarch. And a lot of Asian cuisines use this as a coating for frying. So we got 3/4 of a cup of the cornstarch, 1/4 a cup of just your regular flour, and then we're going to season the same as before. We got garlic, salt, and pepper. Whenever we cook these, I'll show you the difference. Okay, so now that we have cooked them till it was brown on one side and it's brown on the other, you're going to want to put this like on a paper plate, or I'm sorry, a plate with some paper towels or something to soak up the grease, or if you've got like a cookie grate, you can use that too. And these are the ones with the flour. Next we're going to do the one with the cornstarch. Okay, and here we are done with the one that had the cornstarch on it. I did want to mention that you don't want to crowd your pan whenever you're cooking these. You do want a nice, even layer, not on top of each other. Okay, so here the one on the pink plate is just our plain flour. As you can see, it still has a lot of crispness to it, and but it's still soft in the center. And then here we have the cornstarch, and it didn't look much different, but we realized whenever we ate it, it was a little bit crispier, but it didn't seem to have any difference in flavor. So which one are you going to try? Go in the comments and let me know. I hope you like this recipe and you have a blessed week.